getting ready to take you through another full show where, again, you're going to be caught up on the latest, I'm sure, from another high-flying Friday night, Jenna.
Well, that's right, Alex. It really was a high-flying night. I was looking at top plays, and it was really hard just to pick four. You're going to want to stick with us right after this break. We're going to start Game Time.
Quick. All right, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2 on it.
NewsWest 9 Game Time kicks off now with our all-star lineup of Jenna Ilike, Corey McIntyre, Tyler Dupnick, and Jason Freund. We're bringing the ultimate high school football experience to West Texas.
Well, October football comes to a close tonight here on Game Time. Week 9 is 3 weeks out from the end of the regular season. I know it's getting too close already, but that just means the playoff races are heating up by the second. The Game Time crew has been putting in all the work all night to get us caught up on all of the 6A action. Corey McIntyre will join us here soon with the classic rivalry between Midland Legacy and Permian. You're seeing Tyler Dupnick. He's going to recap San Angelo Central and Midland High. Jason Freund, he was the one who took the road trip out to Wolfforth for Odessa High and Friendship. Band Stadium, and they only played for the 3rd time there this season. Tonight, the Tall City team hosted San Angelo Central in the district home opener. Tyler Dupnick is back at Astound Broadband Stadium with highlights and more. Tyler.
Yeah, Jenna, Midland High back at home tonight after a couple of road games to start district play. San Angelo Central, the road team tonight, coming in after a couple of disappointing losses. They're a desperate Bobcat team. Run game was on another level last week for Midland High. They amassed almost 500 yards on the ground against Odessa High. So could the Bulldogs keep that going here tonight? District play rolls on. Bulldogs and Bobcats in the Tall City. San Angelo Central making the 2-hour trek west, and purple smoke back in the air for the Midland High Bulldogs. Opening drive of the game for MHS. Drummond Bridges calls his own number here, and he bangs his way into the end zone for the easy 5-yard touchdown run for Bridges. 7-0 Bulldogs early on. They're all fired up about it. Bridges now again. Stiff arm here. Bridges bouncing to the outside, and Bridges is loose. Down the sideline. One man to beat. Cuts inside. Bridges still on his feet. Inside the 10, and Bridges is tripped up at the 5. He's aghast, so let's head to McCoy, and Elijah finds Pater for 1 yard out. Easy touchdown run for number 5 in purple, doing his thing again, calling for it. Feed me, and they would do that indeed. Hand off to McCoy again, gaping hole, and there goes McCoy. Oh, good luck catching him. McCoy is gone. 84 yards for the Midland High running back, his second of the first half. Now Stroman Bridges airing it out here, but the pass is picked off by Zay Norton. That will lead to a central touchdown here. A touchdown run for Christian English makes it a 4-point game. But right before the half, back to McCoy looking for his third rushing touchdown in the first half, and he's got it. Breaks the play with physicality. 28-17 Midland High at the break. Well, the game is about to be over. Finally, it's 56-45 now. San Angelo Central just scored again, and this is garbage time. There's 21 seconds left, so the Bulldogs are going to wrap up this victory here shortly. And another absolutely dominant day on the ground for the Bulldogs. Elijah McCoy, you saw him have 3 touchdowns in the first half. He scored the rest of them in this game. He's got 7 rushing touchdowns tonight. Absolutely amazing day for McCoy, who just continues to eat here for the Bulldogs. They've really taken the running game to a different level as of late. You can tell this team is playing with a ton of confidence up front. Early on, sometimes they get off to a kind of a slower, sluggish start, but it doesn't take long for that running game to really hit their stride, and they were pretty much cooking right from the start today. Defensively, a little bit sloppy here down the stretch. I'm sure they'll get a chance to talk with Coach Fortune. Hopefully McCoy here in a little bit once this game ends, maybe talking about that, but obviously a ton to be excited about. Huge win for Midland High coming up here with a couple of district wins back-to-back. They get the Rebels next week, Jenna, right here in the stadium. Going to be an awesome game.
It should be a good one. District 2 6A play wraps up. Actually, it doesn't wrap up just yet. We have a couple games still to go, but we do have this game between Friendship and Odessa High. 2 teams going in opposite directions at People's Bank Stadium, and Odessa High came into tonight still searching for league win number 1 against a 2-0 Friendship. Jason Freund, as you're seeing here, made the long journey out to Warforth and has a full recap of the clash. Jason?
All right, well, Jenna, this one got ugly, and it got ugly quickly. The defensive woes for Odessa High continuing today as the Friendship Tigers pounced for a touchdown on their opening drive, and then they just didn't look back from there. Senior quarterback Holden Phillips was slinging the ball all across the field, and his receivers were more than happy to pick him up on the day. Let's check out those first half highlights so you can see what I'm talking about. Can Odessa High snap their 3-game losing streak? Well, they're going to have to get through the Friendship Tigers and that offense first. But it's not looking good early. Phillips takes the snap, goes through his reads, but gets flushed out of the pocket. Chase Campbell wants the ball, so Phillips will thread the needle. Campbell gets both feet in bounds. Touchdown Tigers. Next offensive drive, Phillips wants to go deep for Leighton Stone. Look at the catch! With tight coverage, Stone snags the ball, somehow gets both feet in bounds, and he has the touchdown. Extra point makes it 14-0 Friendship. Friendship would put another touchdown on the board, but they want some more. Handoff to Jordan Hernandez, who hits the hole, and he's going to level a Bronco defender with his shoulder pad. Nobody is stopping the senior from checking into the end zone. 28-0 Tigers. But are they done yet? Unfortunately for Odessa, no. Campbell's going to turn around, make the catch, drag the toe. He's got his second touchdown of the day. That's going to put Friendship up by a score of 35-0. And while Friendship would eventually call off the Dogs in the second half, at that point it was all but over for Odessa. They would score a touchdown in the second half, but they would still go on to lose this game 56-7. That is the final score of this game. Odessa High now looking to snap that losing streak to look to get back on track when they face San Angelo Central next week. Back to you, Jenna.
Crank it up. The storied rivalry, the history in between the 2 schools. So obviously that's talked about, and it means a lot to a lot of people in this area. So it's going to be a fun game Friday.
When I grew up and you want to be a head football coach, you want to do it at the highest level. Well, they made a movie, a TV series about, and this game was a big part of it. It's a national rivalry.
The prologue to this book opens up with this matchup during the 1988 season. That was nearly 40 years ago. 40 years later, the rivalry, well, it's still going strong. Our game of the week takes us out to Ratliff Stadium for the 2024 edition of this battle. Corey McIntyre is at the historic high school football venue to break down all of the action. Corey, how did it go?
This game has been fast-paced. Well, the game was fast-paced ever since it kicked off at 7. We've seen huge plays almost every possession. Now, I know talk is cheap, so I'll let the highlights do the talking for me. 84 state champs are in a building for the Panthers tonight for the 67th meeting between the Permian Panthers and the Midland Legacy Rebels. Now, the Rebels landed the first blow with this quick slant pass from J.P. Reyes to Caden Iglesias, making the score 7-0. The Panthers had to get their get back immediately and did just so with the shovel pass to Tyran Williams for the 44-yard touchdown run to tie the game up at 7. The Rebels may have found a weak spot in Permian's defense because Reyes throws a beautiful back shoulder touchdown pass to Caden Ellis, giving them the lead once again. Now, as the Panthers look to answer, Cameron Mattingly slips on the route and Trey Jefferson takes advantage and takes it all the way to the house for a pick 6, giving the Rebels a 2-touchdown lead, and the Rebels are rolling. The Panthers will find success on the ground. Gavin Black takes it in for 6 and cuts the lead down to 21-14. Mojo fans are loving it, but unfortunately for those fans, J.P. Reyes is having a special night. He finds Aiden Serrano in man coverage and lets him do the rest. The Rebels are up big with a score of 28-14. They will enter halftime with a slim lead of 28-24. Now, with this win, the Panthers dropped their first loss of the season, and their record goes to 7-1. Now, for the Legacy Rebels, their record improves to 3-5, and they're now 2-1 in the district, keeping their district hopes alive. Now, both teams fought hard, but Legacy came out on top in this iconic rivalry match. Jenna?
Hey, thanks, Corey. Coming up after the break, it's time to check in with action from area games in form of Basin battles.
We're the Permian Panthers, and you're watching Game Time on NewsWest 9. Go Mojo!
Two 6-win teams duking it out at Panther Stadium tonight in District 1 4A action in between Greenwood and Fort Stockton. Jumping ahead to the second quarter, the game tied at 7. The Panthers pull ahead with the fake handoff. Jerry Diaz keeps the ball for the score in the 13-7 lead for the home team. The Rangers find an answer quickly on the ground. Nathaniel Romero bounces outside and races his way to the end zone to tie the contest up at 13. More from the visitors this time through the air. Lincoln Madrid connects with Dylan Payton. The receiver scurries for the touchdown for the 19-13 lead. Final seconds of the second frame, and it's back on the rushing attack for Romero, and he actually gets that complete through the air. The back would find the pay dirt. 27-13 lead, and it would be Greenwood that would run away with this one 61-26. It's week 9 and we have a district opener. That's right, Andrews and Big Spring kicking off the important slate tonight in the Basin battle. The Mustangs came out on fire. Cade Adams fires a missile, and somehow Jayshawn DeBose comes down with the jump ball for the 6-0 lead. The Steers answer with the quarterback keeper, AJ Yanez. The visitors take the 1-point advantage after the score. Flash forward, and Andrews tacks on another TD to the scoreboard. DeBose sneaks through the cracks and finds pay dirt for the 21-7 lead. The defense also checks into this game for the Mustangs. Colton Stewart houses the interception for the pick 6. Andrews would cruise to the district win number 171-14. More action still to come here on Game Time with some more highlights. That next.
We're the Andrews Mustangs, and you're watching Game Time on NewsWest 9. Go Mustangs!
Midland Christian in a fight for first place coming into tonight's matchup with All Saints. Both squads at the top of the district at 2-0. The Mustangs fell behind pretty early here against undefeated All Saints. The visitors recovered the opening onside kick to set up its offense. Less than 30 seconds in the game, All Saints gets the first touchdown. It's Gavin Parkhurst who lobs it up for Connor McCurdy, who comes down with it. The missed PAT makes it a 6-0 game. MCS needing a quick response. Avery Morgan with the screen pass to Boston Rodriguez on third down. The seniors just shy of that first down, but then stalled by penalties is that offense. The Saints go back right on the attack. Parkhurst finds Bryce Anderson for the 13-0 advantage. Midland Christian down by 3 scores now and still can't get anything going. Morgan's pass deflected. 28-6 was the halftime score, and the Mustangs couldn't come back and lose 49-28. District opener for Pecos out in San Angelo. The flea flicker sets up the Chiefs nicely here for the score. It would be the threaded needle that the receiver would take to the house. The Eagles needing a little bit of magic to answer, and it comes from Jordan Morales. Colt Salgado throws a sniper to the receiver, and he bobbles in and somehow hangs on, but maintains possession for the big game. The visitors helped by a pass interference call here, setting up Joel Aguilar for the touchdown on the ground. Another show-stopping catch, this time by Lakeview and Braylon White with the one-handed grab. This game would go in favor of Pecos 45-37. And it's that time yet again. Top plays are back in a little over 3 minutes.
Panthers, and you're watching Game Time on NewsWest 9. Let's go, baby. Hey, let's go. Hey, we here right now. We here. Let's go. Let's go.
Top plays for the last time this month, and there's nothing too spooky about these best of best highlights. Be sure to vote tomorrow next, starting at 8:30 a.m. Let's hop in. The historic rivalry game over at Ratliff Stadium makes the list, and it had to. Trey Jefferson calling a house call, making that house call with the pick six for Midland Legacy. And no, it's not deja vu. Elijah McCoy finds himself on our list for the second week in a row with a near identical touchdown run, this time for 84 yards. And Basin battle checks in next. Cade Adams tosses up the jump ball to running back Jayshawn DeBose. You don't see a running back make a catch like that. Finally out of town, Pecos rounds out the group. Jordan Morales with a miraculous grab. The bobbling did not stop that man.
Guys are bought into the culture. They're bought into what we're trying to do. These guys are who we're leaning on heaviest because they are truly fully bought into what we're doing. They don't see the season as a failure. They see it as just a learning curve and a stepping stone into what we're building this program into. So these kids love it here. I love it here. I feel really, really good about 2025 and all.
The season hasn't really gone to plan for the Falcon football program. UTPB 6 at 6th in the Lone Star Conference with a 3-3 league record. Coach McCullough and company will not be returning to the playoffs with 3 games left in the regular season, but now it's about preparing the young guys with game reps. The next opportunity comes this Saturday. That's a wrap on week 9 of Game Time. Be sure to check out our website, newswest9.com, under the Game Time tab for more. We'll see you next week. Okay. Jumping ahead to the second quarter, game tied at 7. The Panthers pull ahead with the fake handoff. Jerry Diaz keeps the ball for himself for the score. 13-7 home team leads. The Rangers find an answer quickly on the ground. Nathaniel Romero bounces on the outside and races his way to the end zone to tie this contest up at 13. More from the visitors, this time through the air. Lincoln Madrid connects with Dylan Payton. The receiver scurries for the TD for the 19-13 lead. Final seconds of that second frame, and it's through the air yet again. This time Romero, the recipient for the 27-13 lead. Greenwood crushes Fort Stockton 61-26. District opener for Pecos out in San Angelo. The flea flicker sets the Chiefs up nicely here. It's the long pass. Chris Alviso threads the needle. The Eagles need a little magic to answer, and it comes from Jordan Morales. Colt Salgado throws a sniper to the receiver, and he bobbles it around, but still maintains possession for the big gain. The visitors helped by a pass interference. Cole setting up Joel Aguilar for the touchdown on the ground. Another show-stopping catch, this time from Lakeview. Braylon White with the one-handed snag. This one would go in favor of Pecos, 45-37. I need this one to do the intro. Sorry. Okay. No. Give it here. All right. 3, 2, 1. Top plays for the last time this month, and there's nothing too spooky about these best of best highlights. Be sure to vote tomorrow on X starting at 8:30 a.m. Let's hop in. The historic rivalry game over at Ratliff had to make our list. Trey Jefferson making the house call on the pick 6 for Midland Legacy. And no, it's not deja vu. Elijah McCoy finds himself on our list for the second week in a row with near identical touchdown runs, this time for 84 yards. Basin battle checks in now. Cade Adams tosses the jump ball to running back Jason DeBooth. He makes the impressive snatch that you don't see from a running back. And finally, out of town, Pecos rounds out our group. Jordan Morales with a miraculous catch. Bobbling was not going to stop that man. Gracias.